Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's me again. Okay, so today we are talking about neutrals and browns at Big H. So I did start with my pinks, reds and yellows part of the series. I said if you're interested I can do more. You guys said you want me to do more, so I thought I would continue. So for reference, I'm using the Purse blog, The Notorious Pink. She wrote a post on the Purse blog. It's linked below. You can just go check it out. She has basically all of the accurate colors. We're just going to go by her color chart. It makes it easier that way. And we're only talking about 2022 colors, so we're not going to talk about colors that are discontinued, although I will signal to you which colors, you know, have gone bye-bye or have in this case been fired by Big H. So I really hope you enjoy today's video. Tell me what you think of this format when we go through things and there are lots of pictures and things like that. Tell me if you like this format. I would love to know. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, let's get started with neutrals. We'll do neutrals first. So let's get into it. Cray. Look, what can't we talk about when it pertains to cray? Cray is one of the hottest colors I think that the brand has done in a very long period of time. I believe the color is actually a few years old. It's not necessarily a new color, but it is a returning color. People love this color so much. It comes in a wide range of products. You can get it in, of course, the bags. You can get it in the mini Kelly double toe bracelet. You can get it in SLGs as well. People love this color. Why do people love it so much? I feel like cray, which I believe is French for chalk, but I might need to double check that because my French isn't what it used to be. I believe cray, yeah, it looks like a sort of chalky, creamy white color. It's just such a popular color. Now, the thing with me is, like, deep down in my head, I kind of love the idea of like these creamy ivory white colors, and I'd love to kind of like experiment with that in terms of ready to wear this year. And I love the idea of like a white like bag, or like a creamy bag like this one. But the problem is, like, I just know that color transfer is going to be an issue. But cray is one of the hottest colors. People absolutely love it. I think it looks really great in a Kelly. I think it also, of course, it looks great in the Birkin as well, but I think it looks really great in a Kelly. Yeah, people love this color so much because it's just absolutely gorgeous. The next color here that we're going to talk about is Nata. This year Nata comes in Epsom, and it also comes in Ostrich there. I feel like Nata is one of those colors that also has kind of just taken on a life of its own. Cray and Nata are like brother and sister. They've kind of, I don't know, they've kind of just they've kind of just taken off. My preference out of the two would probably be, I feel like it's probably going to be cray because it's a little bit darker than Nata. Like if you compare the Nata swatch here in Epsom, I would say that cray is a bit darker, and I think I prefer that, although I think that they're both great. Nata in Ostrich is also a mood, it's also a vibe. The next one here is Beton. There were some rumors that this color was going to be discontinued, but it looks like they have decided to bring it back. This again is one of those creamy ivory colors that has more of like a gray undertone into it. Beton is, again, I think just a really popular one as well. You tend to see this in, you know, the quota bags, so the trifecta, the Birkin, the Kelly and the Constance. People absolutely love this color as well. Now, the next one we need to talk about is Repel. Repel is one of the colors that is exclusive this year in Exotic, so it comes in Ostrich. Repel was also, I think, an exclusive last year as well for Ostrich, and I'm pretty sure it was an exclusive for another exotic leather, but now I don't think I remember. I absolutely love this color. I think it's really, really, really nice. And grays, I wouldn't say are like my thing. And a lot of the grays that they, yeah, I think a lot of the grays that they used to do are not here right now. I don't see Gris Asphalt here and things like that. But Repel, I think, is really beautiful. On the swatch, it looks very different to how it looks like when it's being offered to clients in the bags and in other products. The next one that we're going to talk about is Vert Amande. Vert Amande comes in Epsom. This is a really beautiful color. It says vert, which obviously means green, but it really does have like really strong gray undertones. So we're going to put it in the gray family. The next one is Gris Maya, which also comes in Epsom. Gris Maya is one of the newer colors from Big H. So it comes in Epsom. I've already seen people being offered this bag on this color in lots of different bags on Instagram. Very, very beautiful. It really does have like a darker tone to it though. This is allegedly the color that is replacing Etain, because the rumor is that Etain is being discontinued. I told you guys that. That's just a rumor that's, you know, floating around. I'm really curious to know what people think about Etain being discontinued. Do you think Gris Maya is a good replacement? Yes or no? The next color we're going to talk about is Vert de Gris. Lots of people just call it Vert de Gris. But if we're trying to be weird, okay, if we're trying to like be kind of, you know, specific, it's Vert de Gris, and it comes in Togo, so it literally means like a gray green. That's literally what it means, and it's literally in the color. It's like a grayish kind of green. I personally am not a huge fan of this. There's something about this color that to me looks a little bit dirty. I don't know what it is. There's something about it that looks dirty. I'm not a massive fan of this color. And also tell me what you guys think. Do you guys feel like when we do these videos, like we should pronounce things the French way? Because I feel like they're both correct, meaning Vert de Gris is correct because that's the French way of saying it. Obviously it's correct as French. But I feel like also saying Vert de Gris is fine because you're speaking in your language. So tell me what you think about that. And then you have Bleu Orange, which is Bleu Orange is obviously Bleu Orange is like a blue, but a very, very dark, smoky blue, and it's incredibly dark and smoky. So think of like those like really, really dark clouds or whatever. That's the kind of color that it is. And then of course Etain is here, although like I said, Etain is allegedly being discontinued, but Etain is one of the colors that, you know, has been with the brand for a very long period of time. People love Etain so much, and I know people are going to be upset that it's allegedly discontinued. And don't panic in the comments, okay? But that is the rumor, and I mentioned that as well in my previous video. A taupe this year is returning. As always, a taupe is a classic color at the house. I really just don't foresee them ever discontinuing it, but you know Big H, honey, she has no problem discontinuing you. And Big H likes to fire colors every now and then. This color is very popular. People love this in the Kelly and in the Birkin. I would say neutrals are more popular in the western part of the world for the brand. I've noticed that colors tend to be hotter in other parts of the world. So like the Middle East, whenever I follow Middle Eastern Big H clients, they tend to post brighter colors. Same thing with a lot of Asian VIPs on Instagram. They don't really tend to buy neutrals. They tend to buy brighter colors, but I've noticed in the West, VIPs in the West tend to buy neutrals. And then of course this year Noir, which is black in French, is coming back. This year it's coming in Swift. It's also coming in Ostrich. We talked about this in the group. I was like, why would you get an ostrich bag with black dots? Some of you were telling me like, you can see the dots. I can't see them, honey. Okay, I've got contact lenses. I'm struggling here to see these dots. Noir also comes in matte alligator. I feel like a matte alligator black bag from Hermes is like thug life. I feel like that's like a thugged out piece to have in your collection. I feel like it's really, really cool, and I would be into that. I kind of don't like the idea of buying like a black exotic from Big H, because I feel like you're paying a huge premium. You could still go to Louis Vuitton or Fendi and get one, but I do also think, yeah, that's really, really nice. So these are the neutrals. So let's kind of decompress a little bit before we start talking about the brown colors. Those are the main neutrals at the brand. Honestly, I feel like right now what's popping and what's happening are really those colors like Nata and Cray. Cray and Nata are being requested by so many clients, like all over the world. You see them all over Instagram. Instagram is a good barometer for if a color is popping. If a color's hot, people are going to be hashtagging it. People are going to be posting it on social media. People really love Cray and Nata at the moment, and people cannot get enough of those colors. I'd love to know what you guys think about Cray and Nata specifically. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about them. Don't forget to like this video. Out of all of these neutrals, I would say that the one that is my favorite is probably Repel, because I feel like that one is just more, I feel like that one's more my personal style, not just because it's the like exotic exclusive because it comes in ostrich, but because I feel like it's just a very crisp, clean neutral. I don't know whether I'm a fan of buying like really dark colors at Big H, because I feel like you're just paying a huge premium for the color. There's something about, I can't really, when I think of Big H, I think of her bright colors. I think of the pinks, the reds, the yellows, the blues, and the greens. I probably couldn't bring myself maybe to buy like a whole bag, but it depends, because I feel like if it's a Repel and ostrich, I'll probably do that, but I don't know about these other ones. But of course, they're very, very beautiful. I'd love to know which ones that you guys love the most as well. Okay, so now let's talk about the brown colors. I mean, I feel like there's just so much to go through, so I really want to make sure that we go through it in a lot of detail. Let's start off here with Biscuit. This year Biscuit is returning. It's coming in Togo. This is a really hot color. I've seen a few people be offered this bag in lots of different Facebook, I mean this color, I keep saying that, this color in different bags in lots of different Facebook groups. I feel like Biscuit is a wonderful option instead of going for gold. I think it's a really cool substitute for gold. It's not that easy to get, to be honest, like in a bag, but I think if you're offered this, you should absolutely take it. I think it's a really great color. Sesame is a sort of more, I feel like it's more chocolatey. It's more like a milk chocolate. It's more of a milk chocolate alternative to Biscuit. It definitely has a lot of warmth in it. It has these really yummy, you know, milk chocolate tones, and hence the name Sesame. The next color we're going to talk about is this color called Craft. This is really interesting. I haven't seen a lot about this color, so it's really interesting to see it here and to see them mention it. I'm very curious about this color to see whether clients are going to be requesting it as often as maybe the other colors in the brown palette that are more popular. Then you have Aliza, which is coming in Togo this year. This is a really beautiful shade of brown. This is really, really nice. When I think of browns, I think of warmth. I think of being toasty. I think of really nice, ready to wear that you can wear to the office, you can wear to work, you can wear meeting up like with friends, like for a lunch date or something. And this is the type of color that I would definitely think makes sense. The next one here you have is this one here. It's called Chamois. This one comes in the Grizzly, so you know the Grizzly is a really, really, really popular finish. Like those Grizzly bags from Big H are like collector's pieces for people who see themselves as collectors. So the Grizzly finish and material basically comes in Chamois. This is really interesting. You have to really be into the way suede and suede brown finishes look. Some people feel like they're very 70s. Some people feel like it's a little bit, I don't know, some people feel like maybe it's a bit too retro, but I think that this is also really nice. Let's talk about your girl, Gold. Gold is one of the most popular Big H colors. People love it. So this year it is coming back in Epsom. It's also coming back in contrast stitching. I actually think I was watching an unboxing by Maria Dragonova, and she had posted a Big H haul, and she got a compact Kelly wallet. And I think her compact Kelly wallet is like from this year, and it's new, and it's gold with the contrast stitching. So I think it might be worth just go checking out her vid, because it was really, really nice to see that contrast stitching. It looks really good. It does give it a very, it gives it a very rustic, like farmhouse kind of feel to the compact Kelly wallet when you see the contrast stitching in the gold. That's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, because not everyone likes that kind of rustic farmhousey feel, but there was a warmth to it. When I was watching her unbox her wallet, there is a warmth to seeing the contrast stitching in the gold. The next one here is a Chai, which this year comes in Epsom, and as you know, this is a brand new color. So Chai actually means tea in Swahili, and of course it it means chai. It's originally a word from India, and it really does have this beautiful tea, this like milky tea look to it. This is such a hot color. Like, I have seen so many people on Instagram post new bags, new offers, all kinds of bags are being offered in this color at the moment. Everyone is trying to get it, even in non-quota bags. This color is going to be huge. I'm glad that they are now kind of trying to find options for gold, so people don't have to wait ages to get an offer, just waiting for gold for ages. I'm so glad that they're trying to think of new ways to offer like colors that are similar but different. Chai has a sort of, chai is a little bit darker, and it has more of a sort of, I don't know, it has like a more chocolate tone to it, even though it really does have this milky tea look, whereas gold really does look like a very browny gold with a lot of warmth in it. The next one here we have is Quebracho. This comes in Chèvre. This is interesting. This is much more pale. This has a colder tone to it. So I feel like if you're someone who doesn't really like those really deep, warm browns like chai and like gold and like chamois, you probably like this one here, which is Quebracho. The next one is Fauve Berenier Faubourg, which of course comes in the contrast stitching. Fauve, I feel like, is one of those things that I think is an acquired taste. It's very Pinteresty to me. There's something super Pinteresty about Fauve, and there's nothing wrong with that, because if you're into that and that's your vibe, that's your mood, I feel like that's completely fine. By the way, I'm always on Pinterest, so don't panic, okay? There's something very Pinteresty about it though. It's very vintage, it feels very vintage, it feels very toasty. I feel like I'm gonna be on Pinterest looking at what, like, I'm kind of pinning ideas for this cabin I'm building. There's something very vintagey about this particular one. So Fauve is very popular. So basically it's Fauve Berenier Faubourg, but it comes in the contrast stitching, but in the big H community, people just refer to it as Fauve. Okay, the next one here is Miel. Miel comes in matte alligator this year. This is probably my favorite color out of all of them. And no, it's not because it's exotic, but I think it's really, really gorgeous. Really, really like this. This is a very beautiful, like brown exotic color. I feel like the alligator leather lends itself to colors like this. You can really see the beautiful tone and texture of the alligator leather itself. I love this color. I think it's really great. There's Cuivre, which comes in Togo this year. This is a very dark brown. This one I feel like is going to be really interesting to see it in Togo. I would love to see like how it gets offered to people and whether people like this. It's not as warm as the other browns that we have just gone through. The next one is Rouge Acelier, which is coming in Chèvre. This is a returning color. This is a very, very, very dark this is a very, very dark brown, and extremely dark, to be honest. It has really, really strong dark tones to it. This reminds me of a nail varnish color from Chanel that I feel like I can't remember which number it is because I do like Chanel's nail varnishes. This is a beautiful color. I think this would look really nice in the smaller bags, like the smaller sizes, but I think it would also look good in like a Birkin 35 or a Birkin 40. I think that would look really nice. The next one is Ebene, which also this year comes in matte alligator. Ebene this year also comes in evergreen as well. So I feel like with Ebene, I think I prefer it in the matte alligator finish. It looks much more textured. It looks very deep in the matte alligator finish, whereas I feel like in evergreen it looks a little bit dull. That's just kind of my reading on it. The next one here is Bordeaux, which comes in Nilo Croc this year. This is an absolutely stunning color. This one, I feel like these sort of darker exotics in the Nilo and the Process and the alligator finishes, I feel like they look really, really nice in those bigger sizes. I feel like a color like this one here, hold on, wait, sorry, not Bordeaux. Yeah, Bordeaux, yeah, that's it. I feel like a color like Bordeaux lends itself to like the Kelly 32, the Birkin 35, the Birkin 40. I feel like those are the colors that it lends itself to. And then the next one here that we're going to talk about is this one here called Makassar. This comes in Nilo Croc. This is much darker than Bordeaux, and this one is more, I would say it's like more like like it's basically got really strong undertones of black in it, whereas Bordeaux, it really does look like Bordeaux, like a very dark brown burgundy color. So those are the neutrals and the browns and the tans. So what do we think about the browns and the tans? Well, if I look here, I would say that Miel is my favorite one here, but I do know that I have to choose a non-exotic option as well. I would say out of all of these, my favorite non-exotic one out of all of these, it's hard because all of them are really nice, but I think between chai and gold with the contrast stitching. I was never really big on gold, but the contrast stitching, I feel like, is a different mood, it's a different vibe, and there's something very, I don't know, there's something kind of fun about that. I think that kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't say I'm massive on like contrast stitching, but I think it's very different and I think it's really edgy. So I'd love to know what you guys think about the neutrals, the browns and the tans, and what do you guys think about Big H's colors in these color palettes. I feel like right now there's like a massive frenzy over the caramel Chanel, which I was about to try and say the color code by heart in my head, but I think I'm going to get it wrong. I think it's NB356. If I'm wrong, forgive me. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. That color is the caramel Chanel color. So broadly speaking, it's the same code, but the colors do vary. So the caramel Chanels were really, really hot. When I think of the caramel Chanels, and they're still extremely hot because there is a 22S caramel that everyone is obsessed with, everyone's trying to score this color. When I think of the caramels, I think really the closest like color here that Big H have to the Chanel caramel, particularly from 22S, but also the 21P one as well, is probably this one right here, which is Chai. I feel like Chai is the closest one. And of course it doesn't look identical at all to Chanel's at all. And to be honest, Chanel are not slouches when it pertains to their colors. They do colors beautifully and they have their own approach to color as well. But I would say out of all of these, I would probably say it's Chai. But again, all of them are great and all of them lend themselves. I feel like gold is probably a bit too bright. I feel like Chanel's caramels is a little bit darker than gold, like the caramel Chanel from 22S at the moment. It feels, I don't know, I feel like the caramel Chanel feels brighter. I feel like the gold from Big H is brighter than the caramel Chanel. Okay, so let's keep things really fun in the comments. Let's play a little game. So in this game, this is what you're gonna do. You have to choose one color from the neutrals, you get me, and then you choose one color from the browns and the tans, and then you have to justify why you would choose it for a mini Kelly. One, don't choose two because then you're not following the rules. Okay, if I was getting a mini Kelly from the neutrals, like which one would I get? It's so hard. It's so hard to make this decision, but I feel like I have a good decision because I feel like this decision would work, and I'm not gonna so that I'm not cheating. I'm not gonna choose like an exotic exclusive. I'll choose from the standard leathers. I feel like a mini Kelly for me that would work in the color that would work for me for the neutrals would be vert amande. I feel like that would be a great color for me because I feel like I'd be able to integrate that. I'm wearing this t-shirt is lilac. I don't know if it's coming across like on the screen properly, but this is actually lilac. I feel like a vert amande mini Kelly would work for me. So remember, rules of the game, you have to choose one color from neutrals, one color from the brown color palette, and explain why you would ask for it in a mini Kelly. So I feel like that I could work with my wardrobe a lot. I feel like you could also wear that with black, you could wear that with color, and I feel like it would go and look completely fine. I feel like it could also go from day to night. I feel like the mini Kelly is basically like an evening bag anyway, but obviously you can carry it during the day as well. Okay, the next one is now these brown colors. It's so hard. Like, what would you get in a mini Kelly? Like, if I had to make the decision, I actually think, and believe it or not, I actually think I would choose Sesame. Sesame has so much warmth to it. It's such a warm brown with this like really like nice like milky chocolate, like this milk chocolate kind of vibe to it. There's just so much warmth to it. I feel like that would be really nice for me, and I feel like that would be a nice neutral for me, basically, because I'm not really like big into neutrals that much, so I'm also kind of having to have an open mind about what neutral that I would choose for myself. So those would be the ones I would choose. You can only choose one. Do not break the rules of the game in the comments, you guys, okay? Or I'm gonna politely be like, hey, follow the rules. So let me know what you think about that. Please make sure that you're fully subscribed to my channel, you like this video. Don't forget to go join the Facebook group. I was talking to Edwin the other day about the group, and he was like, explain the group to me, like, because he just doesn't understand how people can like talk about luxury all the time. It feels to me, it feels like a clubhouse. It gets raucous from time to time, you know, sometimes we don't agree, but I think it's really fun. So I think if you love to show your collection, you should go join the group. By the way, a bunch of members in the group have scored Birkins. In the past 2 weeks, I've seen a bunch of group members get phenomenal offers, like, and congrats to all the group members who did. There's some group members who have been reserved for the heart. One of you has already got your heart, honey, and you posted it in the group. I was like, ah! And I've seen really nice Birkins. I've seen a picotin. I've seen Birkins. I'm really happy for everyone in the group, so, because it means that bags are being released now. So if you like that kind of thing, go join. But of course, please contribute. I'd love to see what you guys have to share as well. When it pertains to Big H's colors, I feel like it's just so hard because there are just so many great ones to choose from. But in terms of the neutrals, those are the ones that I like. I feel like if I had to choose a top 5 out of the neutrals, I feel like a top 5 would definitely be the gold with the contrast stitching, chai as well, Vert Amande as well, and then I feel like I would definitely have to go for green pearl and then miel. I feel like those would be my top 5. So if you like what I'm doing, you know what to do. Make sure that you're fully subscribed. Make sure that you hit notifications. You guys are telling me you're not getting my notifications. I'm not surprised, honey, okay? Big G, the woman who owns this platform, she's a very tough boss lady, and Big G does not play around with us on YouTube. So make sure that you're fully subscribed and hit notifications. Watch my videos through notifications. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.